up guys? So today I'm gonna do a little video on how to take a photo of your car or of a car at a sunset during this quarantine. So yeah, we're at my apartment though, but we got sunset going on. And I thought it would be a really good idea for you guys to maybe see how I do my pictures at a sunset. In like during quarantine where you can't really go to anywhere, so you just kind of have to work with whatever you can do or you can have. And I think I picked this spot. I think it's a really good spot to do a photo shoot. But yeah, so let's get right into it. My car right here, and as you can see, you know, there's cars on both sides, and kind of aesthetically bothering in a way because it's like, you know, but you just kind of have to work with whatever you have. Those numbers, you can always delete them on Photoshop. And so yeah, this is the kind of spot I'm kind of looking at right now, like from here against the sunset. I just thought it's probably the best spot right here. But when you want to get a different angle, you kind of have to move your car around. But you know, we're quarantined, we can't go to a spot to take a picture or anything like that. We are on lockdown, we have to stay home, so it's whatever we can do for now until quarantine's over. I don't think people ever really ask me about, but the way I accomplish my photo, I usually set my picture profile. If you have Sony, this is a really good feature to play with. So when you go to the profile, PP8 profile, and then you go set to 0 for black level, gamma for S-Log. I usually like S-Log 2. And for the color mode, I would set, you know, I don't really know which one to set. But just play with it, that's all I'm saying. As long as like it kind of looks like this and like really ashy, and like that means you're doing a good job or you're doing great. The reason why being that is because when it's ashy, when you want to color grade, it comes out a little bit more filmy, more natural. Alright, so sky is pink, it's really nice. You know, this is the shot. So when you want to really capture that, I would kind of like make it dark enough so that the skies are really beautiful, because like when you look at it this way, you can fix this part later on to make it more brighter, so you don't really have to need to be brighter. Yeah, you just kind of play with the lighting. So you just want to kind of like make it where the car is bright enough to see, but also the sky are like orangey enough, which means you can play with the ISO, you can play with shutter speed. It becomes more darker, it becomes more orange. So yeah, that's the kind of logic that you want to kind of like keep that in mind. Okay, I feel like that's a wrap. I know the sky's really pretty right now, but I'm gonna go back and edit some of these pictures, and I'm gonna show you guys how to edit these photos on Lightroom afterwards. What's up guys? So I came back home and I wanted to edit these photos. I actually edited them off camera, and I'm going to do a 2-frame comparison between before and after, kind of explaining to you guys how my photos went through the process of getting to the after edit. So yeah, let's get right in. So I know I took 110 photos. However, I only picked out maybe 10 of them. That's kind of what happened. And here's the first photo over here. So on the before and after, so the last part I was explaining how I like to put S-Log on it. You don't really need to put S-Log because S-Log is meant for something like JPEG or something that's a lot lower quality photos, and what it does is that you can get the full dynamic for like the lower quality photo. By the way, it looks a lot different. So before, with the S-Log setting off, that's how it looks like. That's the original photo looks like without the S-Log. When you import your photo, it becomes like that, just because when the photos are getting imported, your S-Log setting will be automatically won't be embedded because your raw photos are gonna have quality, so it doesn't come with the S-Log. Anyway, so this is the first picture on the before and after. Before, super dark, with the S-Log on, it was adjusted with this part right here. So then it was adjusted to the sunset. You guys already know that if you adjust it to sunset, your car is going to be like invisible basically because it's too dark and you're shooting against the light, which means that if you don't have a polarizer, it becomes like that. So that's how it is. And on the right side, this is what I did to my photo. So what I did was that embedding an S-Log setting on top of your raw picture, and what it does is that it makes it look identical to the way your photo looks with the S-Log, and that way it's more easier to color grade than using original raw photo, because it sometimes gets really confused because it gets really contrasty and it gets too crazy. So I added, let me show it to you guys. So I added a mask from the bottom part of the photo to where I guess I would say like this little wall thingy, and then it splits into a nice sunset view. So what I did is that I added and shaded this, and I increased the amount of texture and clarity, and I exposed it a little bit more so that your car or my car and then the ground kind of like evenly kind of gets brightened. So it's like not like the before picture, but it becomes something like the after picture. So that's kind of what I did here. So same terminology for the next one as well. Shade it from the ground up, and then I've actually also shaded the top down as well, and try to make it a little bit more sunset vibes to it, because if you don't, then it kind of just becomes very whitewashed look, and I didn't want that. I wanted to leave out some sunset, so I also shaded out from top to bottom, but in a separate segment basically. Yeah. See, I don't really like this photo, but I just leave it here anyway. Part of me kind of likes the left one, but I also like the right one, you know? I didn't do much on this one. I just kind of like put the same settings as the other photo. I just kind of put it there. And what else did I do? So maybe I lowered the texture and clarity. For this photo, I did not do the shading mask thing, just because it looked good enough as it is, and I didn't want to make it too tacky, so I kept it like that. So That's kind of what I did. Okay. Moving on. So this one also, I don't know. To be honest, this is a little too green to me. I'm gonna fix that right now. All right. Cool. Okay, here we go. So this is my final product. I just switched it around. This also same terminology. I just shade it from the ground up. Whenever your photo has two different lighting dimension, you wouldn't want to always shade one or the other to try to adjust from each other. Normally what I usually do, my camera is really good with like low lighting, so I know that when I take my photo and I like brighten it, it's still gonna leave out perfectly balanced details. So then I usually just shade out the places that are darker and then make it brighter. So that's kind of what I do. Moving on, this one, same terminology here as well. I shade it from here to up here, and then just kind of adjust it the same thing as I would do for other pictures. You know, up the clarity a little bit because it looked a little bit too dreamy to me. Yeah, same terminology. Next, ooh, this is my favorite one actually. I really like this one. There you go. So this is also the same terminology, I believe. So there's a little bit of color crack, but I think it's still processing. Okay, now it's gone. So this is my favorite photo actually of today. It's exactly kind of what I was going for. So yeah, you guys can see on the before and after. So what I did here is I was adjusting to the sunset, and I was also adjusting it to the tail light. Anyway, so yeah, it's the same terminology. I did the same thing here. Let me show it to you guys. So this one I did double here. Yeah, so it's like top and then bottom. Didn't do much, but for the top I lowered the texture by a lot, so that gives like a lot more dreamy look to it. So that's my favorite picture, by the way. I really like that one. Same terminology, top, bottom. This is the look. So, yeah. Just kind of this light reflection kind of bothers me, but it is what it is. So these two are just kind of like whatever, but the lighting was perfect actually. So these two are really came out really nice. So you guys can kind of see that that's the kind of lighting that I'm working with. Like that's how much light that I have for my photo, and then I kind of turn into that. So you guys can kind of see what's going on here. And I think personally you can only accomplish something like this if you're shooting with RAW. So make sure when you're shooting your photo, you set it at RAW and you're taking photos like this. I guess this is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more and you guys want to throw me some comments, please comment down below. My merch available at www.hiddenpopg.com. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and they're all linked in the description. Have a good week and stay quarantined. We're almost there, and stay healthy. Peace out.